All right, it's a little after 10. Let's do a trader check-in, guys. Top Step appears to be back up. All of those trades I tried to take, non-existent. That's good, I guess. One feature that Top Step X has that I like that Tradeovate doesn't have, it allows me to center the DOM with the push of a button. I really like that. Oh, still can't place trades. Still can't place trades on Top Step. So here we are. Oh, now my P&L went down though. That's cool. Not sure how that happened. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna stay away from Top Step for today again. Till they figure their shit out. Well, Geo, be careful because I pressed the button a couple times, the order never executed, and then my P&L dropped. So good luck with that. What's the hotkey for that? Where do you set the hotkey for that, basic Carlos? I would love that. I just don't see a button for that in the Chuck has a other work that he does. I'm trying to bring Chuck on full time. Maybe in January. Oh, there it is. I was under the there. I guess there's two DOM sections. That's interesting. Perfect. Awesome. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Works well. All right. Back at it. We going down?
Turkey's Erdogan asked Putin to take back S-400s in a bid to boost US ties.
How come they're not warning people again, like with the Top Step, like banner that they can put on or whatever? All right, now I'm in a trade.
A bit more info into the latest article. Turkey is seeking to return S-400 air defense systems they bought from Russia nearly a decade ago, a move that would end a controversial defense deal that would its relationship with the US and other members.
All right, seems to be working a little bit now.
Potentially announced by American-made F-35 stealth.
Well, I don't blame them for spamming it, so. That's another good question, Chad. I don't have that one either. I haven't found that one yet either on Trade-Evate. Anybody know the answer to that? Is there a break-even hotkey on Trade-Evate? That's the only thing I'm missing now because I have center Dom. All right. Well, here we are, 10:14. We did a trader check-in. We green, we red. Following the plan. Oh, we red. We're going to get back up to weekly VWAP here. It's been like a magnet.
Treasury Secretary Bessent says Trump accounts have helped ensure all Americans own stock. currently best I'm speaking at a Trump account event.
Anti-Semitism on Top Step. What?
So 38% of Americans don't own stocks and aim to get it to zero. You have posted a video which goes through best speaking at a Trump account event on the feed for those interested.
Very choppy. Going down to Chinatown. Can it continue to trade sideways? It's a big, beautiful distribution. However, a lot of things are testing their lows here, and we might get the next big push down. I don't know. Hard to say. We've built a pretty strong distribution here so far. Might not be the move. Could be a fake out. Hard to say.
At 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, we have the EOL crude oil inventories. Forecast a draw of 2 million, prior a draw of 1.812 million, with a range of a draw of 1 million to a draw of 5.260 million. EIA gasoline inventories forecast a build of 1.95 million, prior a build of 6.397 million. Distilled inventories are forecast a build of 0.9 million, prior a build of 2.502 million. EIA crude pushing inventories prior a build of 0.308 million.
10 minutes, we'll have an initial balance. Back to the point of control. Back tested. Delta's got buying pressure.
US API crude oil stock change is a draw of 9.3 million. That's forecast of a draw of 2.2 million.
So what started at what looked like an upside ascending triangle might be turning into a downside descending triangle. How long do you keep? Well, so you're going to need it as long as there is weekly VWAP will be affected until we're in a new week, and monthly VWAP will be affected until there's a new month. So keep that in mind. So I don't know. I think I'm done with this top step nonsense for today. I'm at $300 times 5. I don't know. I don't want to press my luck today with these issues. Market's very choppy. Trading over this band, fading this extremes has worked for the most part for scalps, but otherwise, so just some stats for you stats lovers. All right, this is based on 459 lots traded. %75 win rate. We have a negative R to R here. But almost a 2 profit factor. Lots of small scalps in this account with micros. Trading at 50K times 5.
In 5 minutes' time, we're expecting EIA inventories forecast a draw of 2.05 million, higher a draw of 1.81, with a range of a draw of 1 million to a draw of 5.260. EIA gas inventory forecast a yield of 1.95.
Nice, Adderon.
397 million. Distillate inventories forecast to fill of 0.9 million, higher fill 2.502 million. EIA crude cushion inventories higher.
Good idea, Adderon. Do some DOM drills. That's a big fake out to the upside, I'll tell you what. Back down to value area low here.
yields extend gains. 2-year yield drops 8 basis points to 3.69%.
Or does it keep sucking in shorts who think it's going to break? And that's where they rip it up. We're still in a balanced market here. Fake out to both sides, sucking all the weak-handed traders short in the bottom and buying the tops of this distribution. And the delta is climbing, but this can still be a result of rollover. You can see some really big divergences around rollover for that reason. Big players, banks, hedge funds, they're quite literally rolling their positions. Nice. Yeah. Carlos taught me something new today. I always thought there wasn't a center DOM button on Trade of 8. I was looking in the wrong section. There's 2 DOM sections. Why do they have 2 sections? I don't know, but there are. Yeah, break even would be nice. And an actual lockout button. And then they'll have everything that Top Step or Project X has. 10 seconds to, I think we got what? Crude inventories? I'll be right back.
A draw of 1 spot 274 million. A draw of 1 spot 274 million. Lower than the expected draw 2 spot 05 million. Gasoline inventories a build of 4 spot 0808 million. Build of 4 spot 808 million. Bigger than the expected build of 1 spot 95 million. Distillate inventories a build of 1 spot 712 million. A build of 1 spot 712 million. Bigger than the expected build of 0 spot 9 million. Cushing a draw of 0 spot 742 million. A draw of 0 spot 742 million.
So the RSI, the VWAP Wave RSI, balance trading, right? Here was our price discovery. Here was our return to value, and then confirmation of balance conditions. Oh, I wasn't drawing on it. Yep, sorry. So RSI, right, balance conditions. Here was our price discovery. Here was the kind of a transitionary price discovery, and then we had a return to value right around here, and then we've gone sideways ever since. Building a distribution, value area high, value area low. All right, we could still go to the upper side of value. That might bring us up into this zone up here. It's only on mobile. You got to do an auto break even, right? So it gets to a certain price and then puts you at break even. Is that what I'm assuming? What's going on with Top Step? People losing their minds over there?
According to EIA, US combined crude and oil export hit a record last week. The effect of the US weekly recovery of sector report on the theme for the
How does this happen 2 days in a row? We've identified the cause of the issue. Hey, Kenneth, that's at your own risk, man. If they weren't winning trades, you'd probably be like, I'm not guaranteed winning trades. All right, coming back down. Who's taking the Madonna? Scale in a little bit right here. A little front run. You know I love a good front run. Already scaled out. That worked real fast. All right, now I'm going to wait for the actual touch. I don't know. Looks like it could be breaking a little bit if it does get all the way down there, but we'll see. I'd be worried about a real flush like that. Yeah, like that. Dang. That's what I was worried about. Whoo-wee. Death happened. Hopefully you had a stop in there. Shouldn't have sucked that bad. If it sucked that bad, you weren't managing risk. I'd be surprised if it gets bought up. Stops everybody out and goes up. Crazy. This is our price discovery now. Watch out for longs. I don't know about that. This looks like the next leg down to me.
US banking futures pair gains after larger than expected build of full stocks.
Yeah. We're also in full-on bearish price discovery. Price discovery. Balance.
Singapore shares hit more than 3-week low, fast down 6.9%.
All right, let's see what we get next. We're going to give out an account in about 20 minutes, guys, so stick around. Stick around. No, Top Step doesn't give away free accounts, Simon. Add insult to injury.
Now down 0.4%.
Yep, price discovery, guys. Oh, there's no fade value or extreme unless there's a higher time frame fade value or extreme. But you need a higher time frame level, low volume node to trade one. That could have been one right there, long, but it's a scalp. All right, let's see what we get next. 15 minutes. We are coming down to yesterday's lows. No, I'm not in a trade. Any more top step X errors, or is it pretty much over? Nasdaq's down about 1% already. Nice, Roman. Roman's up $999. Are you gonna go for that one more dollar just to make it a nice round? Take on a bunch of risks just to get one more dollar? Or maybe just shut her up there. I hope everybody knows I'm joking. I hope. Let's do a trader check-in before we do the account giveaway. How we trading? Green, red, trading well. Wheels falling off the bus here. Following the plan, waiting for setups. Darker green, Tony. Oh, we got a couple of readies. Looks like we got a mixed bag today, guys. Not as much green as yesterday. So far, I'm green on my 5 top steps, and I'm down a little bit in my apex account. So mixed bag for me as well. I took this Madonna, got stopped out for a couple $100. Flushed right through it. Took one above it that worked nice, and then once it broke hard. We continue to trade in price discovery down here. Let's see if we get down to this extension, 45. Market's been waiting to get down to that 25,000 level. Hopefully we don't just blast through it. So mind your P's and NQs, as Chuck loves to say. Here it goes. Hot dog. We're watching for 45s. We are now below yesterday's low. I would expect more continuation here, guys. So mind yourself, watch longs. We can accelerate. Back up to the 80s. We're getting volatile. Things are getting volatile. Looking for shorts. Woo boy. All right. Let's see what happens down here. Super aggressive. Thanks, Wendy. Just another good trader. A decent trader. Nothing special. Who's also good at teaching. You can find amazing traders that suck at teaching. You can find shitty traders that are really good at teaching. And then you can find somewhere in the middle, someone who's good at trading and good at both. Few people are really good at both. Lots are really bad at both. Yeah, I've noticed. And then few are amazing at both. I would say Ross Cameron, amazing trader and amazing teacher, but he does a lot of basics. Another problem with Ross's system, it's very hard to learn and duplicate. Serious downside here. A little bit of a pop below that extension. And even then, Geo, some of his longest and best long-term students, they make good money, but they struggle a lot, man. That market is so hard to trade. And so risky. And there's no prop firm, so you're trading with your own money. Well, these stocks that they trade are quite volatile. They halt all the time. You go up hundreds and down hundreds of percent. They don't trade large caps. They trade small caps, low float small caps, penny stocks. They are quite volatile. But he's he's well over 10 million in profits. He has regular $40,000 days. Crazy.
Statistics offers instances of GPs.
LJ becomes less about the money, becomes more about the game. We do it because we love it. It's not work. I don't feel like I'm ever working here, guys. I love what I do here. I love teaching. I love trading. I love all of it because I love trading. I love carpet. I love Stream Deck. There's never enough monitors. Are we going to come out of here a little bit, maybe? Yeah, I notice it. And also the extension. Forming a little bit of a distribution. So we're going to want to see us take out this little low volume area pocket right there. Or if you're an ICT person, this fair value gap on the candlestick. Sorry. I can't help myself sometimes, guys. I just can't. No, maybe Chuck will do a pivot level for, I mean, they're just treated as support and resistance, essentially, Dave. If they hold, we assume they're going to hold. We trade off them. If they don't, they could break and back test. They can reclaim. Oh, pivots these are levels that were done by floor traders many, many ages ago. And they're at, range levels the market would traditionally go to and find support. And they've just carried over and they still work. The original name is floor pivots. And look at it come right back to that LVN. See if you can break through. Or that we continue to build this micro distribution down here. They're an indicator, Dave. You just throw them on your chart. I don't use them, but NQ Pivot Boss is a big fan. Let's see if we get a pullback short here, right around this level. There it goes. Maybe a little higher. Maybe right around here somewhere. Kaboom. Nope, still going. Maybe 29.50. 29.50. Yeah, 29. Oh yeah, we'll do the giveaway. No doubt. Got to be a short in here somewhere. Does it stay in price discovery? Is this the pullback, or is this we're going to go back into balance? Or just deeper pullback? It is 39. I have 38 and a half actually. It's PDC short on the RTH. I don't know if it'll get there. I wonder if ES is there. Oh man, there it goes. Let's go. Keeps getting bought up. Still like the trade, but may needs to go a little higher. The reversal. I'm looking for a pullback short at this point. Pullback short. Not a reversal. Reversal would have been trying to get this down here long. Looking for the pullback short. Hunting, so to speak. Like this area. No, I don't use candlestick stuff like that for entries. It's not my shtick. I'm watching the order flow. So that candlestick stuff is arbitrary. You're going to get signals on one that are completely different than another. Just because you have a wick on the market doesn't care what time frame you're on. So I look at the order flow. It's independent of time frame and candlesticks. But it really doesn't, Michael. I don't know. I don't see much. It's an algo playground is what it is. Here goes. Hey, man, we kind of called this short here. Yeah, you got to practice the DOM. We looked for the pullback short, and we're getting it, baby. Let's go. Back to the lows. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm going to cover probably right here. 50% move. All right. I'll be right back, and we're going to do a giveaway.
20 shipping data tanker carrying Venezuela's methanol bound for Europe set sail from Venezuela port.
Allie, I have a whole video on exhaustion candles. Because you know me, I have a video for everything. Well, almost everything. I could have my wife put together a cookie baking. Look at this, guys. What a trade. Back to the lows. Called live right on stream. Well, why did we take that? Originally, I was looking right here, but I gave it a little zone here. We held for about 5-6 minutes. And then look at this. Coincidence? When we're in price discovery, pull back to the coincidence? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Crypto Penguin's got jokes, guys. You should listen to him. He's pretty funny. It's almost as good as when he puts my face on random things like Yoda, and somebody put my face on the Pope once. That was pretty funny. I forget who did that. All right, let's do that giveaway. I'm going to say a word. The word isn't word. Bird isn't the word. We're going to give away a Apex Trader funding account because they don't have any issues. Savage. So since today is Project X Bites the Big One day, you guys are going to put the word I'm about to say in the chat. That's going to enter you to win an Apex Trader funding account. And the word for today is going to be Apex. Put the word Apex in the chat. Don't forget, guys, head on over to the YouTube. Smash the like button. Oh, man. Now I'm saying it regularly. It's so cringe. That's what the young people say now. That's why my son says, Dad, don't be so cringe. Dad, don't be so cringe. Like, that's my job, son. It is cringe when you say cringe. No shit. All right, I'll give you guys a couple minutes. Make sure you hit the like button, please. The subscribe button over on YouTube. Head on over there, Discord people. Yeah, well, it's been long over. I'm coming up on 2 decades, Gio. But passing that window. All right, guys, that's it. We're going to close the doors here. We're going to give away that account. Let me load everything up. Man, you guys are slow. Or are you just trying to like pad the bottom like it's going to give you another shot at possibly winning? Is that what's going on here? Ah, strategy. Okay. JP was fast, man. His trigger figure was ready to go. All right, here we go. Ugh. Drum roll, please. Can I get a drum roll, please? Brrr. Winner is Mika 709. Mika 709. Congratulations. You are the new winner of an Apex Trader Funding account. All you have to do is message me in the Discord to claim your prize. And the 12 days of Christmas giveaway continues, guys. You can have any size Apex evaluation you want. You want a 300K? You got it. So you guys are probably wondering, like, what's the catch? Why are they giving away such large accounts? So when I give away the Apex accounts, you still have to put it in a credit card, but you don't get charged. However, you have 1 month to either pass or blow the account because you're going to get charged at 50% at the end of a month. So if you want to do a $300,000 account, that's fine, but you have 30 days to do it before it charges you for it. So that's kind of the catch. So it's a little more realistic to do a smaller 50K, maybe even 100K. I've done 150Ks in a week or two, but that's up to you guys. You gotta sling some size. It's not, they want you passing. That's why they have the pass in 1 day stuff. Generally not, Simon, because I'm in and out of my trade so fast. So drawing intraday drawdown doesn't really affect me. I'm not holding these trades for big moves, so it can't like go in my favor by $500 and come all the way back. And now I've lost $500 in my drawdown, and I'm actually flat on my P&L. I think so. I'm always dynamically adjusting my risk. I think so. I'm always in tune because I trade on the DOM with how much price is moving, how fast, what the moves look and feel like, the velocity. You know, these are things that you're just generally not going to get as much on the chart, right? You see this stuff on the DOM. And that puts me really in sync with getting in and out of my trades, scalping the DOM. So I could see my P&L at every price on the ladder, right? So I have a pretty good idea of where I want to get out immediately. If I add size, I can immediately see how much room I have. So I think it creates a great visual map of how I manage my trades on the DOM. For scalpers, I think it's a mandatory over trading on the chart. That's all right, Simon. Sometimes the best things are uncomfortable. I have everybody in Inner Circle practices on the DOM. It's just something you need to get used to, especially if you've been trading on the chart for a long time. All right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap up here. Decent day for me. Small, but decent. 300 across 5 top step accounts. And I took on a new Apex evaluation, which I did really well on. Aside from that, not much going on here. So wishing you guys a wonderful day. If you want to bring this after party over to the voice channels, I'll drop a link here. After party in the NQ trading room. Share your screens, share your mics, collaborate with your fellow VWAP Wave System traders. Monitor the markets together, spot setups, judge the market conditions, look for key levels, all that kind of great stuff. If you're newer, I'm sure some of the more experienced traders will help answer questions. So I encourage you to take the party over to the NQ room. Otherwise, if you're going to keep on trading, you don't have to trade live. You can trade a simulator or practice or just monitor the market, sharpen your skills. You don't always have to be trading live. Geo, that's better than cleaning the toilets. That's what I got to do. Clean the toilet. That's my job. It's great being a husband. All right, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Manage your risk. Stay sharp. And we'll catch you tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll continue the 12 days of Christmas.